Today is one of my favorite days because it's our strong protein days.
Woo.
And I absolutely love protein because it really feeds our muscles and it keeps us feeling satisfied without being stuffed. So for instance, if you went to a restaurant and sat down and started eating a lot of bread before your meal came, you'd still eat your meal. Could you imagine sitting down and eating chicken breast slices before your meal came and still eating? You wouldn't. So protein is one of those things, though, that you don't have to eat a ton of it. Like you were saying earlier about, do I have to like load up on this?
Right.
All your body really needs for women is about 60 to 100 grams a day. 100 grams is on the high side if you're very athletic and you're working out a lot. But for instance, this Greek yogurt has 23 grams of protein per serving.
Okay.
So if you had some of this for breakfast or a snack, you had some chicken breast on your lunch, which is around 30 grams of protein, and salmon for dinner, which is around 20 grams of protein, you'd have met your protein goals.
Give me an idea of a good serving size. So 30 grams of chicken breast, when you say that, how do I, in a restaurant, I don't have a scale.
That is usually the size of your own palm. Or they say, or like a deck of cards. So, maybe these 2 pieces of salmon would fit into my palm, and that's what I would eat. So you're right, a lot of times a restaurant might serve you this entire piece of salmon, and you might say, you know what, let's cut it in half, take half home, and I'll use it as a strong breakfast the next morning. A lot of times people don't think about eating. I could have salmon as my breakfast in the morning and feel great all day. And I'd eat the other half for dinner at night. And then you've got 2, you have to think about restaurants will often give bigger portions than you need.
What are some of your favorite, give us examples of your favorite
besides
proteins?
Salmon, I absolutely love
it's your
salmon.
absolute favorite.
I love chicken, I love Greek yogurt, but I also love eggs. Organic eggs are great. And eggs are pretty cheap. You can get an entire dozen of eggs, for around $3, $4. Even the high-end organic ones are only $5. And if you think about that, that will last you quite a few meals. And you can make an omelet for dinner, which is
one of my
delicious. I love it. Or frittata.
Yeah.
Eggs are super easy to cook with. They're very convenient. They come in their own little package. You can even throw a hard-boiled egg in your bag and it stays good throughout the day. I really like some good cheeses, and the cheese has the great protein and also that good full fat in it, so it also really keeps you nice and full. I love some good grass-fed meat, and I think people sometimes shy away from meat, and you don't have to eat meat all the time, but once a week it's a really nice treat. And I think a good grass-fed filet with a sweet potato and some steamed asparagus is a delicious meal.
Really good.
So good.
And so the idea is that you should try to incorporate a healthy protein into every meal that you have.
If you can, every meal, or at least into some meals and snacks. If you only have carb-based meals throughout the day, you're going to tend to, it's easier to overeat, and you're not going to have that same kind of energy and stamina. And again, it's going to feed your muscles. And the cool thing is that your body actually burns more calories metabolizing protein. So it actually kind of boosts your metabolism as you're eating it, because it's harder to break down. So if you think of, cutting into a nice juicy steak and having to digest it, you really have to chew on it, and so that's cool.
That's awesome. I love that. Well, this yogurt parfait bar is staring at me. Tell me about it. Do we get to dig in?
Definitely. This is one of my favorite breakfasts, is the Greek yogurt in the morning, because it comes with the 20 grams of protein already. And it's a great no-brainer. It keeps you full. It's also a great post-workout snack to come home and have, because your muscles are ready to be fueled right after you work out. So if you do some squats and then you have your Greek yogurt, it's great. So I like to do, well, this is 2 servings, and this actually will usually last me about 3 to 4 servings, and I sometimes buy the individual containers to just take with me. So I'll do a Greek yogurt parfait in the morning. I like to add some healthy fats, so you can add some flax seeds, you can add some berries if you want, you can add some walnuts, again a nice little healthy fat.
Coconut flakes,
coconut
one of my
flakes
favorite things.
For sure. And again, if you think about, a lot of people tend to incorporate their protein at dinner and not get their protein throughout the day. Your body can really only digest about 20 grams of protein at a time. So it's good. Yes, please. I love the raspberries. So it's really good to try and filter your protein throughout the day. Like I said, start with some Greek yogurt in the morning, start with some eggs in the morning, and you'll notice they've also done studies where people who've had a bagel in the morning as opposed to the people who ate eggs tended to eat more throughout the day, where the egg eaters ate less. because again, that protein, that healthy fat filled them up. And oh, thank you. So I think that's really good to think about, trying to incorporate your proteins throughout the day, earlier in the day if possible as well, and just be creative and fun. And if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, you have options as well. You've got tempeh, you've got tofu, you've got the other options that you can start yogurt, exactly. So
sounds great.
Yep, there you go.
All right, let's try these creations. They look really good.
Oh my gosh, I love the raspberries.
I like the flaxseed crunch.
Well, and again, it's one of those things that's going to make you feel strong, and you're not going to want to overeat. It's just perfect. It's a perfect amount. Your daughter would love these too.
Oh, these are tasty.
My son, 1-year-old Timothy, he loves his Greek yogurt.
I think it's a great idea with kids. You know, one of the things I find with my daughter, who's 10, is if it's fun to put together, she'll eat more of it. So I love this idea of having a yogurt bar.
Yogurt bar,
kind of this experience, right? That you get to pick your own toppings.
Or like my husband, who's like kind of shies away from, he's like one of those like cereal in the morning kind of guy. If I set it out like this as well, he's going to be like, oh, and he'll start picking up the good things and get his
so beautiful.
So beautiful.
I love it. I'm going to do it.
So that's your challenge. Get a little protein in the day. Try and incorporate it throughout the day. And just notice how you feel. Notice how your muscles feel, how much stronger you feel, and how much happier you feel.
I love that. I'm excited. Yogurt bar is on.